So you're trying to launch your first ever online product or maybe even get more calls booked up for your coaching offer. And now you're looking for the all-in-one funnel building tool that actually delivers what it promises. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can build your first funnel for completely free in just a couple of minutes. And at the same time, I'm also going to show you how I was able to build this landing page on Systeme.io in just few minutes. What's going on, everyone? My name is Sashank and I've been running a marketing agency for the past 5 years. I've been building funnels full-time for the past 4 years and been a hardcore ClickFunnels user for the past 3 years. I knew about Systeme.io but never actually kind of spent the time or explored the tool. But a few days back, I just wanted to give it a try and maybe just see how it looks or how it performs from the aesthetic perspective. And that's what brings me to today's video. Because when you consider any all-in-one marketing tool or any all-in-one funnel building tool, what really matters? The funnel building side, that's first part. And then comes the email automation part, because you really need to make sure the emails are getting delivered. And then you also need a membership site so that, all the people who are buying your product are sent to the learning management software or, the membership site. But with all the all-in-one tools out there, ClickFunnels, Kajabi, Kartra, they're good to a certain extent, but then their email deliverability sucks. And at the same time, their memberships are like pretty outdated. And the biggest of all, when you kind of just get into those tools, your software stack increases from like $300, which was like the amount you thought it would be, to about like $800-900. Okay, so let's look at Systeme.io and see why it's probably the best option in the market right now. So we are on the Systeme.io site, and yeah, it kind of seems like pretty boring or just another software tool. But then when you look at the pricing section, it's free forever. If you're just getting started, this plan is perfect for you. You don't really have to put your credit card, or you don't really have to do anything. You just kind of sign up, create a free account, and it unlocks basically most of the features that any beginner or anybody starting out in this internet space needs. Starting from email, sales funnel, you get like 3 sales funnel, 15 steps, even blogs, and then the community part. The free plan pretty much got everything. Okay, and then when you look at the starter plan, it's only like $27 a month. That kind of unlocks 5,000 contacts. And just to give you a perspective, when you use ActiveCampaign and you get 5,000 contacts, so you're already paying like $80-90 just for email marketing. And but here you pretty much get all these different tools, and it's pretty cool. And if you are selling from India, you also get the Razorpay integration, which is probably super hard to find, but it's here. So let's log in, and I have the design file ready. I will just start building out. The dashboard looks pretty clean. Right now I'm on the free plan, so let's create a new funnel. Just name it lead magnet. My goal here is to build an audience, because you need to know what is your goal while considering building a funnel. Mine, build an audience here. And I'll just type in my currency, which is Indian rupee. Save this page. Okay, so let's open this up. I have the squeeze page, thank you page. Like, those two are the only pages that you need for any kind of freebie stuff. But yeah, let's just select any random page. For example, I'll just go with this one. This is what it's look like. Now let's kind of edit the page. First thing I'm going to do is like delete all the sections. Then let's start my first section over here. We'll be selecting the width of my section, which is going to be medium. The second thing I'm going to do is like select the font, the main font that I'm going to be using for my funnel. So we'll go to settings, font type, Google Fonts. It works. I'm going to be using Montserrat. Black, I'll be using black for all my heading stuff. The font size, the default font size is going to be 64 pixel with the line height of 64 pixels. So heading font, we'll be using Montserrat. I'll just do the SEO part a bit. I'm going to be setting up the tracking eventually, but let's kind of go back. The first thing I'll be doing from the design perspective is just create the sections. So first thing I need is a heading, and then I need some paragraph text. I will just duplicate this, kind of bring it up ahead of it. Copy paste the texts first. Now in my funnel, I have this section which is above the fold, so let me take this one ahead, copying the text. And then the only thing I need right now is a paragraph section, so I'll just duplicate this part. I'll do the designing part in a bit, but just kind of making sure all the elements are on the page itself. So this one looks pretty good. Now let me change my background color. And then let me just highlight this part. Just go over here, increase a lot more padding so that my text is all center aligned and doesn't really take up a lot of space on the screen, because I don't want that to happen. And then the final step I have to do is like just create a button. Change the text color. Let me save this page. Background color, let's keep it same. Text color, black. So this is what it looks like so far, and you know, it's already pretty good. Like, I already kind of like this. This is pretty good. So I'll quickly go and do all the other elements. So I'm basically adding all the different elements to the sales page, to the opt-in page, and now let's go to the mobile version. Let's try to optimize. Let's do the top margin a bit. Maybe let's keep it at 15. Yeah, this one is looking pretty good. I honestly love this. So let me just save the page. So So this is what I was able to create with Systeme.io, and I didn't use any code. Like, that's the crazy part. I mean, a lot is possible, dude. So, and this was just the opt-in page. Now let's create a thank you page, because you might be like, oh, we also need to make the thank you page, right? So I'm gonna exit this page. Like, now let's go to the thank you page option, select the thank you page button, and then I'll select any template. Just go to edit page settings. First thing I'm gonna do is remove all of this, and then I see there's a background over here, so I'll go to settings, and then what I did there was I also saved the elements. So now I can pretty much use the same elements that I use, right? So I'll just drag and drop this section. So I'll be putting up the main call to action for this page is going to be to join my Facebook group. So that's what I'll do over here. That's pretty much it. The only thing that's left is for me to add the call to action button, which, the only thing I gotta do here is like, just look at this, guys. This is what is actually possible with Systeme.io. Now, the mobile version needs some optimization. So what I'll do is go to the mobile section, then just select the sections tab, go to settings, maybe add like 30 pixel, 40 pixel. Yeah, it's fine. Bottom, we keep the same padding, right? Maybe 10 pixel. So, everything is consistent. And yeah, this looks pretty good. And the best part, I was able to pull off this design without using any CSS, without having to deal with anything that's related to code. Like, all I had to do was kind of just stick with the given features of Systeme.io, and I was able to make that funnel, and it only took me about like 30 minutes. So great product, loved it, because with ClickFunnels, right, like I've been a hardcore ClickFunnels user, and one of their biggest problem is when you go to their dashboard, when you go to their page builder, there's always some kind of glitch. There's always some kind of something not working, okay? And then for you to kind of highlight the text, just like we did in the header of this page, you actually have to use code. And that's another weird part, because the more code you have on your landing page, the more CSS you use, the load speed kind of just increases. And when the page kind of takes about 10-20 seconds to load, maybe 5-6 seconds, I mean, that's a big ass no-brainer. Because with this Systeme.io, let me just go to the page reload section. Let me just check the page speed of it, and you'll actually be surprised to see it. So I'll just put my URL, start test. Look at the load time. I mean, it's pretty good. That's what I'll say, because we only use few elements, and we stick with Google Fonts, stick with the basic things that's been offered, and still the page looks pretty dope. The second thing is, I mean, it looks super professional. So from the design perspective, you got a landing page which looks pretty good. Because I've been a ClickFunnels user, I've been a Webflow user, I've been using Framer, like I've used all these different tools. And when I say it's good, I actually mean it's good. So to sum it up, Systeme.io is probably going to change the game for a lot of people, because when you consider all these different tools, the average software stack is going to be $800-900, $700-800, but here it's going to be less than $100 because the only thing which I'll need from this point is maybe a Calendly, and then maybe I'll probably use Pabbly or Zapier to kind of set up all these automations, and $47 for the webinar plan, then $10 for Calendly, and then another $35 for Pabbly. So it's like under $100. So that brings us to the end of this video. Systeme is a great tool coming from a funnel builder who's been building funnels full time for the past 4 years. So if that's something that you're interested, maybe consider signing up from the link in description. And if you found this video valuable, if you found any kind of value in this video, consider dropping in a like or maybe even subscribing, because I'm posting on YouTube after like 2 years, or since forever. So see you guys in the next video. I hope it was fun. See you soon.